What do you do with a document once you're through with it and it needs to be deleted? One thing I can tell you is Ubuntu server does not have a trash folder. When managing a Linux server, it's typically going to be from the command line and you will not have a trash folder. So again, what do you do? This is B from Tay Talk Tech, and today I'm going to show you how to remove files from the Linux command line with just one command, so stick with me. I've got a favor to ask. If you like this type of video and want to see more content like it, make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, don't forget to give this video a like if you like it. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, or if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or emotional outbursts down in the comment section below. And lastly, make sure you stick around all the way to the end to get the most out of this video. Let's do this thing. All right, so let me go ahead and switch over to the desktop. All right, so it's pretty simple to remove a file in Linux. Before I get into the command itself to remove a file, I want to preface that with something very, very important. If you delete a file, it is gone forever. There is no going back from the command line. There's not. Make sure you are paying attention as you are removing files. The tab auto completion can be a big help here to make sure that you're actually getting the right files. You're also going to have to read what is being tab completed prior to executing. So again, make sure you are paying attention as you are doing it. Now, let's go and talk about the command itself. So we're going to run our best friend here, what is. And if you're not familiar with what is just a simple command that will allow us to get a brief understanding of what a command does. I've got a video on that, so go check that out if you are curious. What is, and then we're going to use, the command is rm, which is to remove files and directories. I will actually be covering removing directories in a separate video, just to make it easier, because that's the whole point behind these one command videos, just to kind of help simplify things for those getting into Linux and want a simple, just a simple explanation. All right, so the rm command is going to allow us to remove a file. Now we're going to add another option here before we go ahead and actually start. But before we do that, let's actually go ahead and do an ls on our directory, and we've got three different files here that are of interest. We have Hannah Montana 1, Hannah Montana 2, and Hannah Montana 3. Got some Hannah Montana fan fiction here in our examples today. So the option that I mentioned that we're going to want to add is it's going to be rm-f. And then what you'll do is you'll just put in the file name, and then you'll go ahead and hit enter. Now, the reason you're putting that F on there is because depending on the distribution, and this isn't true for all of them, but some of them will prompt you to confirm if you are sure that you want to remove a file. That will not always be the case, so you do not have to put this on there, and I will actually demonstrate that now. There we go. In this one, it doesn't prompt you, but there are other distributions that will prompt you, so it's a best practice to use the F. That's what I always use when I do it as well. Typically, most of the time, I use the F on there. And then let's just do it one more time for good measure here. rm tac f, and then we're going to do Hannah Montana 3. Let's do an ls, and they're all gone. And just to prove something to you here, just to show that there is no actual trash folder, we're going to do find, and we're going to actually run this twice. We're going to find, and then we're going to do it here. We're going to do type, and we're going to put a D. And then we're going to go ahead and put we're going to put a single tag and then name, and then we're going to put trash. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put an asterisk before and after. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow us to run the find command as sudo. And we're going to check the entire root directory, which is here. We're going to do type D. Name is going to be trash. And let's do this. See, nothing came back. So that's the find command. I'm not going to cover that in any more detail than I just did right there. That is maybe something I could do in the future. I do have one video covering the find command in my catalog, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. All right, so now you know how to get rid of your Hannah Montana fanfiction. Make sure you check out the other videos in my one command video series. If you're caught up, check out this other video instead. Remember, mistakes make you better, so keep on making them. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have the greatest of days.